Yeah, welcome back to my teaching. This is Mori Victor Yopwe. Call me Yopwe one. This is part two of the exponential equation leading to quadratic equation. We want to solve this question again. Let's look at this question critically and see what we need to do. At first, we can see t to the power 2x. We have to take a look at that. And here again, you can see t to the power 1 into x plus 2. We want to take a look at this. So in the first place, let's try to rewrite something here for this thing. What we do here is, if you can see t to the power 2x is the same thing as 3 to the power x into 2. Of course, we've done that one even in my previous video. You can watch and of course you can see. So this is the first thing we need to do. So we want to rewrite something like this so that we get the value for t to be x. And here again, we have t to the power x plus 2. What do we need to do here? We want to partition something here. That is, we want to partition this to be t to the power x and this t to the power 2. So what do we do here? This is the same as t to the power 2 multiplied by t to the power x. Because if you get this value here, this is what it can give us. So anytime you see this, because if you apply law of indices here, what does the law say? If you want to multiply power with the same base, what do? We maintain 1 and add their power. That is, we maintain 1 and we add 2 plus x here. So, of course, you can see the same thing like this. So that is what we need to do here. Okay? So we're going to rewrite something like this. So let's continue this one here now. So we are going to write this one to be t to the power x all to the power 2 minus, we are going to take 3 to the power 2 multiplied by 3 to the power x plus 8 is equal to 0. So that is the first step we need to do. Okay. Now, what do we do here? Of course, if you have something like this, of course, 3 to the power 2, it means 3 times 3, which gives us what? 9. So we still have 3 to the power x all over 2. We have 3 to the power 2 give us what? 9. That is 3 square give us 9. Of course, we multiply this one to be 3 to the power x plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, so what will be the next thing we need to do here? Now, let's use a letter to represent 3 to the power x, because we have 3 to the power x here and we have 3 to the power x here. So what do? Let m is equal to 3 to the power x. So anywhere you see 3 to the power x, you are now replacing it with what? M. Okay? So what do? Because we have 3 to the power x here, it happens to change to what? M. So now have m. Don't forget to have square here. M square minus, of course, 3 to the power x have changed to m. So 9 times what? M here. So that is 9m. We have 9m plus 8 is equal to 0. So we now remain with what? Quadratic equation here. So we want to solve the quadratic equation at first. So now, if you can look at my previous videos, what do we do there? What do we need to do here? We want to separate this. That is, we have to find the factors here. 2 factors. That is, if you add, you get minus 9. And if you multiply that factor, you have what? Plus 10. Sorry, plus 8 here. So what do we need to do here? If we can take 8 and of course 1. So what we have will be minus 8 and minus what? 1. So those are the 2 factors that will give us the value. If you multiply, then you have 8. And if you add, then you have minus 9. Okay? So let's try this one. Let's say you have minus 8. We are adding plus into minus 1. and we have minus 8 times minus 1. That is what we want to do. So plus minus, of course, is minus. So minus 8 minus 1. What do we have? Minus 9. Here again, minus times minus, we have plus. And 8 times 1, we have what? 8. So therefore, the factors for this negative 9 here will be what? Minus 8 and minus 1. Okay? All right, so let's try to rewrite now. So we're going to rewrite this 9 now using the factors. So now I have m square minus, no more 9, but we have the factor to be 8m minus what? Of course, the 1, we don't have to write 1m or write what? M. Write the plus 8 is equal to 0. As usual, how do? We partition then. This one go like this. This one goes like this. Okay? So what will be the next thing we need to do here? We factorize the brackets. We factorize the first bracket. M is here, so m will be the factors here. If we take m here, remain 1m. We take minus. If we take m from 8m, will remain 8. We factorize this one. You take the minus here. So what will be the next factor we need to do? Here, we take 1 to be the factor here. So we are taking 1 into 1 can go here, same as what? M. Minus plus give us what? Minus. And 1 can go into 8, the same as what? 8. And all is equal to 0. So what do you do next? Like I said in the previous videos, in my previous teaching, since we have the brackets, the values in the brackets are the same, we're going to write the factors in one bracket and we maintain one of these common brackets here. So we have to take m minus 1 into a separate bracket, and we take one of these, that is m minus 8. We equate this one to 0. Okay, so view the next video so that you see how do we solve this.